The biggest problem that I see with most people is that they don't realize confidence is something that you can learn. And confidence, personal power, inner strength, whatever word you like to use, it is essential to be happy or to achieve success in any area of our life. And I know that you might have heard about mindset and building that inner strength, and you might think it's a real cliche. But what I see with the majority of people is they get all this training, they get all these qualifications, they get all of this knowledge. But how many people are actually really using that knowledge or allowing those qualifications to give them their life by design? Most of us, and this used to be me, just tick along every day as we think we're meant to, whether that's a 9-to-5 job or shift work or building a career or going to university, doing what your parents said, whatever it might be. Most of us don't realize that our behaviors and our actions have been conditioned by the people around us, whether it's family, friends, society, government. Are you making your choices for you? Because that is essential to you building your confidence and living life on your terms. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I am Harriet. Hello, 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 hello. And it is my mission and my passion to share as much as I possibly can to help us rise together to improve results in your love life, your relationships, your connections, your business, with finance, with your health. And what I know is it all comes from within. So today, I am going to share 3 ways that you can start to become more confident. And I want you to know this now, it does not happen overnight. This takes time, but it is something that everybody has inside of them. And to truly live life on your terms and do what you want to do, confidence is key. So number 1, speak it. And some of you might have seen this on some of my other videos, but by the way, repetition is the mother skill. Repetition is the mother skill. And for those of you that haven't, click on the other videos around confidence and watch them now. The more we listen to information, and that's a little clue for one of the other tips, the more we absorb and we'll start to live it. But going back to living and acting it, start to tell yourself now that you are confident. Because as I've shared before, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between true or false. It cannot tell, it just receives information as fact. And so often we spend all day long chattering away to ourselves, and we can say some really negative things that we wouldn't even say to our worst enemies, but we say them to ourselves all the time. So become aware of what you're saying, and then speak positive affirmations, strong incantations. I am powerful, I am confident. And even if you don't quite believe it right now, the more that you speak this, the more you say this out loud in your head over and over and over again, the more you do that, the more you start to become it. And number 2 is listening, hearing it, listening to audios. When you first wake up, the first thing, well, after gratitude, do gratitude first thing in the morning, but then listen to something, whether it's YouTube, whether it's an audio book, something that is inspirational and educational, something that speaks about your potential and the fact that you have greatness inside of you. Because the more you hear that being thrown into your mind, especially your subconscious mind, the more you will start to believe it and the more you will start to live it. So listen. And why do I say first thing in the morning? Because that is when your subconscious mind is at its most awake, alive and ready to not only absorb the information but send that into your subconscious mind to focus on during the day. So that is the second thing, is to listen. And thirdly, last but not least, start to act it. Live it now. Because all these thoughts that you have inside your head, that you have low self-esteem or that you don't feel confident, that's how you feel right now. but you're able to train that, as I've just shared. But more than that, you're able to give the impression that you are confident instantly. So, for example, can you see the difference? If I'm walking with my shoulders slouched, my head down, I don't really look that confident, and that's a perception. And remember, body language stands for 55% of our communication. So if you can be perceived as confident, that is what people will think you are, and that's how they treat you, which will build your confidence. So put your shoulders back, hold your head high, speak slowly. More often than not, when people really try to rush to get out what they're saying, it's because they're not entirely certain and confident in that moment. So start to practice speaking slower and becoming aware of how you hold yourself. Act it, live it, faith it until you make it. Anyway, that is my 3 tips on today's video. But as you know, I am committed to doing daily videos of inspiration, motivation, and education so that we can rise together. If you are not already, remember to hit the subscribe button, and please comment below, where are you watching from and what would you like to see on future videos. I'm here to serve, and as I said earlier, this is all about all of us rising together.
Gonna make sure I'm heard.